So first I wrote this file. For this particular piece, there's 3 files. The first one is just some small holes. You cut it with a small bit. And then some of these holes get chamfered so they can be countersunk. That way the screws will sit flush. And then the final cut, I use a 3/16 bit and cut out the outer shapes. And so I had to make 3 files, and I'll have to switch drill bits twice. And then I'll put a 3rd sheet down. This is the 2nd sheet. And I'll do pretty much the same process on the 3rd sheet. And then that'll be the bulk of the work I need to do today. There's some other stuff. But so I wrote this file on the computer. Let me show you that. So here's the file that's cutting right now. This is the 3rd cut. It's all the framework. Now I'm done. It's cutting. I'm not gonna. Well, it's cutting the 1st cut, but I'm not gonna need this anymore. If I go, I'll have to undo a few times. It'll take us back through the process. So I selected each piece. Then there's cut 1. I had selected every single hole. And then there's cut 2. I selected just the holes that need countersunk. And then there's where it started from. And if I back it up far enough, this whole thing will leave. It's me selecting individual holes. Bingo. So that's the sheet of material I'm working with. Here's the one I just cut, this section here. And then this is my next cut. I'm going to do all this on one sheet. I've already checked to make sure it'll fit. And then there's some other stuff, but I came back from lunch and made a file corruption. So, but it doesn't matter. I've got all my work. Yeah, so that's it. So I'll select this, and basically I'll come over here. Click route or offset. Now this isn't an actual cut that I'm going to make. I just need to add a little bit of cuttage to the shape. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I can nest it. That'll put it in this little box right here. So I think with this one I want to do 90-degree angles. There we go. That's close enough. I think I'd rather these pieces be over here. I might go ahead and move them. But so what I'll do is I'll unselect everything. Now there's no cuts here. So now I can zoom in and start selecting the ones I want chamfered. And then save that as a file. And then I'll select all the holes, and I'll select them to be cut with a small bit, and then I'll save that as a file, and then I'll select just the outside, the last cut, and then I'll use that with the full-size 3/16 bit, and then I'll save that as a file, and then I'll put a fresh sheet in there, and I'll cut it. That's it.